Hello, my name is Kristi Sanchez. I am a nematologist senior researcher at Trical Diagnostics and Trical. Today I'll be presenting an overview of key nematode management tools, focusing on soil testing, field trials, and the importance of soil fumigation. Plant parasitic nematodes are microscopic roundworms that feed on plant tissues. On almond, the most notorious species live in soil and roots. There are three top key plant parasitic nematodes that infect almond. This includes root knot nematode, Mylonogine species, varying from Javanica and incognita, root lesion nematode, Pretinicus vulnus, as well as ring nematode. Plant parasitic nematodes are known to affect roughly 35% of almond and stone fruit acreage. There are key integrated pest management tools for plant parasitic nematodes, and this is by evaluating and examining pre-plant measures as well as post-plant measures. For pre-plant measures, it's very important to look at the history of the field site, soil sampling to identify the key plant parasitic nematodes in the field, as well as rootstock selection, and it's important for pre-treatment by fumigation. Post-plant measures, this is in regard to soil treatments, following up with contact nematicides and observing symptoms by looking at foliar as well as root symptoms, but also for post-plant measures, it's very key to soil sample for nematode diagnosis. At Trical Diagnostics, we offer disease and plant problem identification services to growers, field personnel, pest control advisors, homeowners, general public, and pretty much anyone throughout and beyond California. We diagnose pathology nematode issues for growers. We conduct problem solving in the field by collecting soil samples, assisting with specialized projects, conducting field and lab research, as well as collaborate on projects and grants. When it comes to diagnosing nematode problems, it can be quite difficult because few nematodes do cause distinctive diagnostic symptoms. Symptoms vary greatly and may be quite indistinct. Above ground, you can see water nutrient stress, premature wilting, stunting, chlorosis, and usually within a field you'll see a patchy or spotty distribution of symptoms. Nematode problems are often misdiagnosed and blamed on lack of fertilizer and water. To make a sound, clear diagnosis, it's very important to follow these key factors. Looking at foliar symptoms as well as root symptoms, looking at the field history, and this can definitely provide some key clues to identifying what nematodes were there and if it was a pest problem by looking at what was the previous crop. Is the new crop susceptible? But most importantly, it's very critical to collect soil and root samples from the field to determine if you have a nematode problem. At Trical Diagnostics, we have established a nematology research program. We have established multi-year research field trials evaluating performance of fumigant treatments, looking at Telone with or without chloropicrin, and evaluating chloropicrin alone adoption into orchards. And this is very important, especially in situations where townships have capped out on Telone use. Our primary goal at Trical is to provide support to growers for their management decisions and help growers diagnose nematode problems. We do conduct field research. We have initiated research trials through the Valley in Northern California, testing on various key crops. And this is looking at walnuts, almonds, citrus, grape, and peach. We are looking to determine the efficacy of the fumigant applications, investigate depths, rates, post-treatment, as well as investigating grower field on nematode problems. And most importantly, we utilize best extraction methods for plant parasitic nematodes on soil and root samples. At Trical Diagnostics, we are here to help growers diagnose nematode issues. When it comes to making management decision, it is very critical to know what plant parasitic nematodes are present and population estimates, which can help indication of damage potential. In today's competitive ag world, it is too risky to guess at the causes of plant disease problems. The tools we offer at Trical and Trical Diagnostics is by help diagnosing nematode problem soil-borne diseases and providing pre-treatment fumigation to help pay off for the high investment. First off, soil fumigation is definitely an important from an agronomic standpoint by providing control and suppression of broad-spectrum soil-borne pests. This includes plant parasitic nematodes as well as various soil-borne pathogens such as root rot, phytophthora, and prunus replant disorder. Control of these key pests definitely ensures a vigorous start to the seedlings or dormant planted propagative materials. Trical has been providing support to growers over 50 years in regards to fumigation. And as you can see, a field that starts in a fumigated soil definitely shows a rapid seedling establishment, increases early growth, earlier and larger yields, increases orchard longevity. Compared to a non-fumigated orchard, you definitely see slower establishment, sluggish early growth, delayed and smaller yields, as well as shorter orchard longevity. In our field trials, we are also documenting tree growth. These are two images from an almond trial where you can see a fumigated versus non-fumigated, and it really shows the importance of fumigation. In the fumigated, you can see a larger tree canopy compared to smaller tree canopy in the non-fumigated. Here's another image that helps illustrate the importance of soil fumigation. It is evident in the non-fumigated area, the buffer area, you can see visually smaller trees, smaller canopy growth, and comparing it to the fumigated area, you can see visually larger trees, larger canopy growth, and uniformity. There was a study in 2013 where it was evaluating various almond rootstocks looking at non-fumigated soil versus fumigated soil. And it did show soil fumigation does benefit almond rootstocks. And they examined the stem diameter and looking at 6 months after planting, 30% to 80% increase in fumigated soil. We have established multi-year field trials to examine the performance of TRICLOR and Telone to determine nematostatic efficacy on key plant parasitic nematodes that are known to cause damage to almonds and walnuts. We are evaluating Telone at different application depths, TRICLOR with or without Telone, fumigation with or without contact nematicides, as well as testing new contact nematicides, looking at product, dose, and timing. Spring 2019, we have initiated our first multi-year field trial. We have installed to examine the performance of chloropicrin alone and in combination with Telone to determine the nematicidal efficacy on key plant parasitic nematodes that are known to cause damage on perennials such as almonds. Within this trial, we have built a collaboration with CORTEVA to investigate an integrated nematode management program for growers by examining a new contact nematicide called Celebro. Providing solutions to growers and implementing a pre-treatment fumigation with a contact nematicide as a post-treatment at an early stage in plant growth could help deliver additional crop protection, protect root health, as well as providing time for young trees to establish, and most importantly, providing sustainability for growers. We are investigating TRICLOR with Celebro at 2 pounds per acre, looking at spring application versus spring and fall, and looking at an untreated buffer area, as well as Telone with strips of chloropicrin. And by examining nematode efficacy, we're also evaluating tree growth. Celebro nematicide is a 500 SC formulation. It's an effective true nematicide. Reclamel is the active ingredient. EPA registration is expected in 2021. It is also compatible with IPM and crop soil health management programs, as well as fits a broad range of application technologies. By examining a nematode management program, this is definitely important, especially in certain counties where Telone townships have capped and future regulations may impact Telone use. Within this almond trial, we are documenting tree growth, can visually see the difference in canopy growth among the fumigant treatment Telone with chloropicrin compared to the untreated control. Also examining all types of plant parasitic nematodes, ranging from migratory ectoparasites such as ring nematode and dagger to endoparasites such as root knot and root lesion. This past spring 2020 PPN evaluation, which is your top left graph, all fumigant treatments and the nematode management program, which consists of TRICLOR with contact nematicide Celebro, display a reduction in plant parasitic nematode pressure compared to the untreated control, a reduction in juveniles and adults. Overall, there was a significant reduction in nematode density of root lesion, root knot, ring, stunt, and pen amongst all 4 treatments compared to the untreated control. The nematode management program of TRICLOR with Celebro definitely shows additional crop protection through the seasons. We can definitely see a steady decrease in the nematode pressure. The graph to your right, the bottom right, definitely shows a significant reduction in total PPNs across all treatments compared to the untreated. In this graph, we are investigating the efficacy on ring nematode. Ring nematodes, which are more common in sandy soils, can cause severe stunting in almond trees and can predispose the tree to bacterial canker. As you can see in the graph, examining the 4 treatments compared to the untreated, there is significant reduction of ring nematode pressure among the fumigant treatment, Telone 2, and the nematode management program of TRICLOR followed by Celebro. TRICLOR alone does show reduction of ring nematode pressure compared to the UTC. Overall, the nematode management program does provide additional crop protection through the seasons. This past spring, 2020, we have been monitoring tree growth, examining the tree circumferences of the treatments. There definitely shows a significant increase in tree growth among the fumigant treatment Telone 2 with chloropicrin compared to the untreated. All TRICLOR and Celebro treatments showed a gradual increase in tree growth compared to the untreated block. We will be continuing to monitor tree growth this fall as well as next spring to see if there is any significant difference among the treatments. At Trical Diagnostics, our main goal is to providing support to growers. And this is by assisting for IPM decisions by looking at pre-plant measures, fumigation, post-plant treatment, such as nematicides, but most importantly, we are also conducting field trial research, multi-year, evaluating the nematode management program by working with CORTEVA and looking at Celebro nematicide, as well as looking at TRICLOR and Telone alone and really evaluating the performance and looking at nematode efficacy. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions or would like to know more about Trical, the services we offer, as well as at Trical Diagnostics, please check out our trade show booth and we'd be happy to help you out. Thank you.